Hello, you all. Welcome back to my channel. This is Sheba, and I'm on here to share some more cards that I created for hashtag SatMoreMakes that is hosted by Jill Norwood here on YouTube. And also, I am participating in hashtag Two Crafters One Design that is hosted by Melissa, who is Mo Creations, Lisa, who is UCY Madiba, and Gloria, who is Girliest Cars, also here on YouTube. I'll have all the ladies' links in the description box down below. So Jill, she does the hashtag Satmore Makes, where you just create wherever you want to create, sharing your art here on YouTube, Instagram, or Facebook. And Two Crafters One Design, they have a theme each week, and this week's theme is Christmas. So I'm going to go ahead and share with you all what I created. But before I get started, I hope that y'all having a great weekend as always. And I'd like to thank my new subscribers and also my existing subscribers for coming over to my channel and watching my videos. So thank you all so much for that. So I'm going to go ahead and get started and share with you all the first card that I made, but I'm going to share with you all what I used first. So I made this card last night, and it's not really finished, but I'm going to share with you all anyway. So I did use from Gina Marie Designs, I used this rectangular stitch die here. And then as you can see, I did pull this out of my woodblock stamp bin. I was just going through my bin, just trying to remember what I have in there, and I came across this stamp right here, so I wanted to play with it. So I stamped it out and made a card. And this is the Hot Cocoa Stampa-Rosa House Mouse design made in 1998. So yeah, so I got this from eBay maybe like 3 years ago or something like that. Just never played with it. So let me share with you all the card. So here is the card that I created using that stamp, and I love the way it turned out. I did use my watercolors to watercolor this up. So I used some brown craft cardstock from Michaels to make my card. And then I used, actually I used this paper right here, which is from Maha Design, Happy Christmas. So I used some of the paper from that paper pad for the background. And I chose like the red and green since I did the red and green for the watercoloring of the image. And then I used some just red cardstock from my stash. And then here is my image that I did use some vintage photo to distress the edges, and then some tea dye to kind of mute down the white background. So I'm thinking, I don't know if I want to just leave the card like it is or if I want to put something on it. I don't know, but it may just stay like it is. But anyway, so yeah, so I did watercolor it. And here's my image. I did use like a little Jelly Roll pen right here just to kind of highlight the cocoa tin or container. And I love the way these came out. The little mice here, the way I watercolored them. I didn't think I was going to do a good job, but I was trying my best. But I did those first when I did, started coloring the image out. And I love the way those turned out. So yeah, so that is this card. And I just used the leftover decorative paper that I cut to put on the inside right here. And it's kind of like distressed with a little snowflake here in the corner. And I didn't do anything to the back. So like I said, I don't know if I'm going to leave it like it is or if I'm going to add something to it. So that is that card. I'm just going to slide this stuff down a little bit. Okay, so you guys can see that. And then my next card, okay, so I did use this paper pad again from Maha Design. And then I did purchase this from Frantic Stamper. And this was very hard to stamp out, but I finally did get it stamped out. But it's pretty much got all the backgrounds for you. So this is a vintage deer, and it's made in the UK. And I just thought it was really cute. I'm just really getting into like the vintage items. I never would have thought that I would be into vintage because I never really was before. But as you grow, your style and stuff like that changes. So I'm really loving, creating cards with these images that I've been sharing for the last couple of weeks. And then I also used this from Stampers Anonymous. It's the Jolly Santa. And I just used this sentiment for the inside of the card that says a Merry Christmas to you. But I haven't played with the Santa yet of this particular stamp set. And here is my card that I created. So I used, like I said, that decorative paper from that Maha Designs paper pack for the background. And then I used some more red cardstock to layer my image on top of. And here is the design. I mean, this is pretty much it. And like I said, it has already the background for you. I was going to do some stamping here on the side, but I just decided just to leave it like it was. And I also did use, I don't know if it's over here or not, but I did use my, here it is. Let me show you. I purchased this from Simon Says Stamp. This is like the little Tim Holtz distressing tool to kind of do some distressing around the edges of your paper. And I know you can do it with your, let me move my camera just a little bit. I know you can do it with scissors, but I just purchased that just to have it in my collection. So yeah, so I did some distressing around the edges with that distressing tool. And then I used a stressed walnut stain ink to go, just to, you know, go around the edges of that as well. And then I did use some of this distressed mica stain and peppermint. And I got this a while back, you guys. I just never used it, but I used that to just to do a little splatter on the card. And I just love the way it turned out. Just very, very simple. And I did just a little bit of watercoloring with some tea dye distressed ink, which you can barely see because it kind of covered up with the mica spray. And then this is the inside, decorative red cardstock. I mean, not decorative, but just red cardstock. I use that Tim Holtz distress tool to distress the edges a little bit. And then went around it with some walnut stain distress ink. And then here's a sentiment that says, "A Merry Christmas to you." And then I stamped the back with this stamp that says "Handmade with Love" that I've used before. And I just signed my name here. So that is that card. And then the last thing that I created, so let me just move some of this stuff to the side. Okay, so using my Creative Time, the Sweet Holiday Wishes, I did use the Wishing You a Joyful Christmas stamp and die. And then from Lily of the Valley, I did use the, this is the Christmas sentiment tags, and I used the Ho, Ho, Ho. And then I just got this Tim Holtz Ideology sticker book, Christmas 2024. I just used a little small sticker from the sticker book here. I got that from Stampers Anonymous. I mean, not Stampers Anonymous. I got it from Simon Says Stamp. And then from Whippersnapper Design, designed by, or illustrated by Anna White. I did use the Messy Ledger stamp. Along, also that's illustrated by Anna White from Whippersnapper Designs. I used the postcard. I used the 25 here. And I think that's all I used, if I'm not mistaken, from this. And then the stamp that I use is from Stampers Anonymous. I've shared this before, and I was telling you, I think on my last video, that I made a card with it. So this is a Jolly Holiday. And so I did stamp out this image, and I also stamped out this one, just a Santa face. And then I just used the Admit 1 ticket here. And I don't know if I use the stars or not. But yeah, so I use that, and I also have the dies that go with it. So I use that. And here is my card that I created using that stamp from Tim Holtz. And I love the way this turned out. So I just used some green cardstock. And this is from Altenew. I got it from Simon Says Stamp as well. The green and the red cardstock. I just wanted to try to see, you know, how the cardstock was, because I've always just used Michael's 100-pound cardstock. So I like it. It's a nice weighted cardstock. It does a job. And then the red one is also from Altenew as well, from Simon Says Stamp. And so I just stamped my image down with the green, is it Lumberjack Distress ink. So I stamped the image down. And then I also did use that stamp right there. I forgot to show you. From the stamp set, I used this one right here. And so I just did some stamping with the stamps that I shared with you all. Mostly in green, then I came through with like the red here. And I did a little red up there. And then I just kind of distressed the background with the same distress ink. And I think it's that Lumberjack, if I'm not mistaken. I may be wrong. So that's what I did to the background. And then again, I came in with the mica stain peppermint. And I just kind of did some little spraying just to give it some shine in just different areas. And then I did stamp this with Memento, the brown Memento ink. I stamped it with that, and then I did do some watercoloring with my watercolors to kind of make the Santa outfit red. And I didn't think it was going to work, but it actually did. I was just like, let me try and see if this will work. And it did. It did the job, you know, the best that I'd like it to be. Um, and then I did use the Nuvo glitter drop to just, you know, do the glitter on the sleeves, on the hat, and the Santa outfit to give it some shine or sparkle. And then here's that My Creative Time die. And I did use the same red cardstock from Altenew. And then I used my black embossing powder to emboss the letter, you know, the words on here that says wishing you a joyful Christmas. So I don't know if you can see that, but it's heat embossed. And so that's pretty much what I did to this card. And then on the inside, I use that same stamp right here. And I didn't put a sentiment here because I already had the sentiment on the outside. So I can just write a message here. And then on the back, I stamped using that stamp, handmade with love, and signed my name. And so that is that card. And so since I made that card, I want to go ahead and make a tag. And like I said, you know, I've made tags over the years, but you know, that's just not something that I gravitate towards. But I've been enjoying making the ones I've been sharing with you all. So I did go ahead and make another tag. And so here's a tag that I created. And that sticker's coming, I need to glue that down. So I just found some ribbon in my stash that I've already had. And I thought this went perfectly with this, with the look of this tag. I didn't pull this tag out, but it's a die that I have. And so I use my little ball pen in gold, a little Dollar Tree red Jingle Bell. Here's a Lily of the Valley stamp that I just stamped on some red cardstock that says ho, ho, ho. And then I use that stamp from the Whippersnapper, designed by Anna White. I stamped it in red, and then I stamped the ticket in red, and then did the rest of it in the green, and then the distressing in the green, distress ink. And then, of course, stamped the Santa, did the little Nuvo glitter drop on the hat, and they used a little sticker from the sticker pack that says December 24. And so that is my little tag. Very simple, very, very simple. And I also use watercolor to color in the hat, just like I did with the Santa outfit. And then I just stamped the to and from on the back from another stamp set. So that is my projects, you all, that I created for hashtag Satmore Makes and hashtag Two Crafters One Design. Again, I'll have the ladies' links in the description box down below. In case you're not subscribed to them, you can go over and check out their channel and let them know that I sent you. I've been having a lot of fun, you know, playing with these hashtags and just pulling things out of my stash that are old and new, creating and sharing with you all. So I hope that you all enjoyed. I hope that you all have a great weekend, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye-bye, you guys.